God leads you into battles, you are equipped to win. Psalm 78, hear this. Verse 4. We will tell the next generation the praiseworthy deeds of the Lord, his power and his wonders. Then they will put their trust in God. Down verse 9. The men of Ephraim, though armed with bows, turned their back on the day of battle. They did not keep God's covenant. They forgot what he had done. They spoke against God and they said, can God really spread a table in the wilderness? If you're new here, my name is Laura. I have a certificate in Christian life coaching, nutrition and fitness, and it is my joy and privilege to make these videos to help you be your happiest, healthiest and most healed version of yourself. So I am here at the lake. Koa is asleep in the pram and I might go for a little swim with him when he wakes up because it's a pretty toasty day. But I'm just having a little picnic here, having my God time here because, gosh, whenever Koa is asleep, you got to grab your God time when you can. I often just keep the Bible, my journal in the pram, and I was just reading Psalm 78 and it hit me so good. And so I wanted to share it with you in my new little 5-minute devotional series for busy people like myself. I just journaled a couple of my thoughts. Do you like how scrunched up my journal is? I just came from the cafe with Koa. He played with my journal and just like ripping the papers up. He's at a stage where I think I need to bring toys with me wherever I go because he's starting to touch things and grab things, which is really cute. So I wrote down some thoughts. So pretty much what I grabbed from this psalm is that Israel, they were armed, they were trained, they were skilled, they were ready for battle. But when the day of battle came, what happened? They ran away. They forgot the works and the wonders of God. And because they forgot the wonders of God, everything he had done, they stopped keeping his law. They stopped keeping his commands in their heart. And so then what happened was, what was leading them and guiding them was fear and anxiety. They let fear and anxiety scare them out of an upgrade from heaven. God does not bring you into a battle that you aren't equipped to win. So what I'm being personally challenged reading this is that when you lose the awe of God, you lose the courage for radical obedience. And when you lose the courage for radical obedience, you don't have confidence in the conflict and you end up missing out on an opportunity for breakthrough. So how I'm really applying this to my life today is I need to remember the miracles, the wonders that God has performed in my life, the testimonies that I'm carrying, the breakthrough, the blessings he has given me, because that is my armor for my next battle. When we moved here in my 3rd trimester, it was honestly such a miracle getting this place. We had been applying for rental properties for months, getting rejected. I was getting closer and closer to having Koa. My belly was so big, and we felt from God, let's pack up the van, let's move, stepping out in faith that a door will open. Literally, a door will open and we'll get a property. And it happened within a week of us moving here, like literally pregnant, big belly, living in a van, and within a week we were in our property. It was such a miracle. It was such a blessing of God bringing us here. And at the moment, the struggle that we're facing is that our landlord is wanting to come back. He's wanting to come back to live in the property at the end of the year. So now we're back in the same position of going, oh my gosh, where are we going to live? With that quickly comes fear and anxiety. Oh my gosh, what's going to happen if we can't find a property? It took us so many months beforehand. We now have a baby. What are we going to do? Where are we going to live? And I feel like I've got a choice. I've got a choice to let fear and anxiety rule and reign, or I can fight from a place of peace and of promise. And I'm telling myself, God, if you did it then, if you provided for us then, you can provide for us again. Because I don't want to be like those Israelites that forgot the promises of God. And so I want to have radical faith. So we've had a conversation with a bank about a home loan, and I walked out trying not to cry, honestly. There was just no way a bank would loan to us enough money for us to afford a place here. But you know what? I'm just like, no, I am standing on a firm foundation of God's promises, of his provision. I'm telling myself, faith, rise up. I'm believing that we can have a house by the end of the year. I know it sounds crazy, but you know what? There were 2 men in the Bible that had a faith that moved Jesus, that amazed Jesus. And ever since reading that, I've just thought, I want to have that faith, the faith that moves Jesus. And so, call me crazy, but I want to have crazy faith. And so whatever season of life you're finding yourself as well, if you're needing a breakthrough, if you're waiting on God's unfulfilled promises, I just pray this psalm over you. Remember the awe and the wonder of God. I love that song from Bethel, I think. May we never lose our wonder. So I hope that blesses and encourages you. Get out your Bible and your journal. Declare God's promises over your life. And don't forget to sprinkle some love and some light wherever you go, whatever you do. Until next time, bye.